Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are solving question 6, ZigZag conversation in LeetCode. So for this question, we are given a string and we are also given a value called num rows. And so we need to split the string into the number of rows given to create a zigzag pattern. So for example, this is row 1, 2, 3. And so we'll need to start from the beginning, pushing P to the first one, A to the second, Y to the third. And once we reach the bottom, we're going to go back up to the second one and push that one. And then we're going to go up to the top and push that one, creating that zigzag pattern. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we can go ahead and first check for our base cases. So the first base case is if the S is equal, or the range of S, sorry, if the range of number of rows is 1, or if the number of rows is less than the characters within S, then we can just return S, because if the number of rows is greater or equal to the characters in S, we're just going to be returning this vertical like PAY essentially. So we can just return that all in one. So we can go ahead and do that by saying if num rows is equal to 1, or num rows is greater than or equal to range, or sorry, length of S. And then if it is, we're just going to return S. So now we need to initialize our rows that are equal to the num rows. So to do that, we're going to say rows is equal to empty array in I, or for I in num, or range num rows. Okay, and that will give us, for example 1, it would give us 3 empty arrays within the rows that we can push to and append to and all that good stuff. Next, we're going to have a step value. So when we step up, step down, kind of like what I showed you earlier, when we go from P to A, it's going to be a step down, and then from Y to P, it's going to be a step up. So we'll start step at 1, because we're always going to want to step forward for the first step. And then we're also going to have an index value that we're going to update throughout the problem. Now it's going to start at 0. So we can say for character in num rows, in S, we're going to say, let's see here, we're going to say rows index. So the current row that we're on, we're going to say rows index dot append, and then we're going to say character. So the current character that we're on, we're going to append to that current row. Then after that, we're going to go into our conditionals, and we're going to check if index is equal to 0, we're going to say step equals 1, because we're going to want to go forward because we're at the top, so we need to go back down to get that zigzag pattern. And then else if index is equal to num rows minus 1. So in the first example, it'd be 2. since we start at 0 in our index, that means we're at the last row. We'll want to go ahead and say step equals -1 because we're going to want to start going back up towards the top. And then since we're updating the value of our step, we can just say index plus equals step. So let's say we're at the bottom and we're at, so the index would equal 2 at that point, and we want to go back up. At this point, we're going to update that value to index value to 1, and we're going to go back up to that second row. And then we're almost done, but we'll need to return this into a string, and we need to append each row in order as a string, all combined into one, all appended into one. So to do that, we're going to say we'll say for I in, or we'll just, since we already use I, we'll use for j in range num rows. Then we're going to say rows equals rows equals rows I think we're just doing this. Let's see here. That should turn it into no, something's missing here. What am I missing? Oh, J. Let's see here. What am I missing? Rows. Oh, it's join. Okay. Whoops. I apologize. Forgot to join. Okay. There we go. And then at the end, once we get through our loop, we're going to say return string join rows. Oh, let's see here. What's this? Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm not initializing what row I'm joining. So rows equals should be correct. Let's see. Okay. Let's just go ahead and run it and see. I feel like that's not an actual error. Okay. There we go. That was correct. Okay, awesome. Let's see. I don't know really why it's giving us that error. But yeah, so that works. So let's go ahead and submit it and see if it works for all of our test cases. And it does. Awesome. So there you goes. I'll put it all on the screen. There you guys have it. Thank you for joining. If you liked my solution or if you learned anything, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, hit that notification bell to stay updated with my journey. I am posting a video every single day, solving a LeetCode question every single day, trying to get better just like you guys. So I appreciate all the support. And with that, have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.